All right, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. You are watching Speed and Coffee, and we've got a new show called Word on the Street. It's in association with Stay Tuned India. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell everyone you know about it, and stay tuned. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to Speed and Coffee, and today I am joined by a very special person, Dr. Sandeep.
Hello.
Who owns this beautiful Stage 2 Thar, the only one in India right now. So, how's the experience been so far?
It's amazing. I mean, what Sujay has done to the car, it's like cracking up a beast.
Yeah?
It's
All right. What kind of power figures do you think is putting out right now?
We haven't actually done the dyno yet, but I think the figures are around 190, 195.
Lovely. And how is it to drive otherwise?
That's what the beast.
Before?
Compared
when
to
you,
the
when you
previous
bought
one,
it?
it was very sluggish. You could feel like above 80 and all. It was very sluggish, the gear changes and everything.
Okay.
But now it's beautiful.
Do you think the sluggishness was because of the new BS6 norms?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, deleting the DPF and all these things has really helped.
Yeah? Okay. What else has been done to the car? What kind of upgrades has it gone through?
Remapping also has been done.
Apart from the Stage 2 map?
I think from the turbo it's a straight flow. There is no DPF or
Okay. So DCAT?
DCAT also. Yeah.
Nice.
So now it sounds also nice, and even the performance is beautiful. I mean, unexpected.
Cool. So we'll be doing a 0 to 100 and a 100 to 0 braking test, as well as a quarter mile, and we'll be doing a launch as well.
Yes. Sure.
And
I'm excited.
yeah, this is going to be the first like official Dragy time that we're going to have on the channel, and it's going to be pretty mad. So Sandeep, tell me more about what got you into the automotive scene, the off-roading scene.
I like 2 years back, before all this Corona thing happened, I was working in Himachal.
Okay.
I worked there for a year. So during that time, the actual way of exploring Himachal was a 4x4, and that's a
Pretty much.
gypsy.
Okay.
So I bought a gypsy there.
And it was a King.
Yeah, it was a Gypsy
Nice.
King one, 2016 model.
Oh, lovely.
So I got it back when I was done with the job. I got it back to Bangalore and
Okay.
got into clubs and stuff and all the off-roading which happens in Coorg and Chikmagalur.
And I'm guessing that's going to be a heavily modified gypsy.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, it is.
Oh, lovely.
We got the shocks changed, again straight flow from the engine.
Nice.
Even the headers were changed and no remapping or anything. But
Fast and
otherwise, yeah,
loud.
it's good enough, yes.
Fast and loud.
Yeah.
Nice.
So-
What's one thing you like about the Thar?
It's the off-road performance.
Okay.
And it's a convertible, so that, I mean, you can go to places and have to enjoy the weather as well.
But not in Bangalore because it's
Not in
hot and then 5 minutes later it starts raining. All right. And what's one thing you don't like about the Thar?
The suspension and on-road performance.
Okay.
That's the reason why
When you say on-road performance, what do you mean by that? Is it road noise?
It's a little bumpy.
Okay.
It's a little bumpy and high speeds are a little scary.
We can always ask the audience. So if any of you have any suggestions or anything of that sort, let us know in the comments below as to what Dr. Sandeep can put on his Thar, and something that will basically sort out
The bumpiness.
the bumpy ride. Where's the best coffee you've ever had?
Best coffee, again. It
Doesn't
was
have to be
Balinese.
India. It doesn't have to be India. It doesn't have to be anywhere.
I like Balinese coffee.
Balinese
Yeah,
coffee?
I mean, I really
All
enjoy
right.
the coffee, what they do there.
Nice.
Tough to recreate it here. You don't get them here.
Pretty difficult to recreate it over here. Now, I think we should go check out the Bali
Yeah,
place.
it's beautiful.
Who knows, maybe overland one day.
Huh?
If you had an unlimited budget, what is the one car you would love to get your hands on? Take your time, man.
Right now, what you can get here is an SVR. It's a
Okay.
Range Rover SVR, which can again remap it again. It's a supercharged 5 liter.
Correct. So 5-liter V8.
5 liter V8
Yeah.
and upwards of 550 bhp. That'll be awesome.
Dr. Sandeep, what is your advice you would give the youngsters and the old ones who would want to, probably get into this hobby of off-roading?
You can ask Mr. Arvind to come in and tell you more about it. He's
All right. So we've got Arvind from Happy Offroaders.
he'll be a
Hey,
better
Arvind.
person to actually tell you about it.
Right, cool. So you have to take his place right now and explain to the audience as to what they would need to start off with something basic, like basic off-roading and whatnot.
First, you need to pick a vehicle first.
What is the ideal starter vehicle for a budding off-roader?
Gypsy and a Volt MM would be the
So
good
the
start.
540, 550s?
Yes, good
Okay.
start to start up with.
Cheap.
Yeah, cheap,
Cheap,
easy.
cheap and best.
Yeah, you can churn out in 2.5, 3 lakhs. You can churn out a vehicle.
Okay, cool. And do you think Hyderabad is the ideal place for an MM550?
High MM, you get all over India.
Coorg, I think, is a better place. Coorg and Hassan. And
Coorg and Hassan,
Yeah,
is it?
yeah, cheap.
Interesting.
You get
Okay,
very
I
cheap.
always thought it was Hyderabad because that's where the army surpluses were.
Now it's more of not army, like civilian. There are so many vehicles.
Ah, okay.
Like those guys are now upgrading to old Thars,
Okay.
Gypsies and stuff. So that vehicle is left out, kind of a thing. Only
Interesting.
commercial guys who go to all these hilltops and all those things, they use it.
Estate owners and whatnot. Okay, all right. And when it comes to gear, what do you suggest?
See, in terms of safety gears, we use tow rope, shackles. These are the basics, and you can have definitely a winch
Okay.
in a vehicle that will help you to self-recover.
Understood,
Otherwise,
yeah.
what happens most of the time, you go alone somewhere, advent somewhere, you would need a winch for
to
self-recovery.
get yourself out of
Yes,
sticky situations.
Absolutely.
Worst case
Yeah.
scenario.
Worst case scenarios. Any other advice you'd like to give?
Always go with your buddies and people who have little more experience than you. It's
Okay.
always better.
All right.
Because you tend to do all the mistakes so that they can correct you or they can always help you out of a sticky situation where you're stuck.
All right, cool. So the audience is going to have contact to, your social media as
Yes.
well as the Happy Offroaders group.
Absolutely.
So if they ever
always.
want to get in touch with you, then
Instagram, Facebook. Yeah.
yeah.
Those two things we are now. Not yet on YouTube.
Not yet on YouTube, is
We'll
it?
definitely
Okay.
get
Yeah, maybe after this. Maybe after this.
You never know.
We'll be doing a full episode with Happy Offroaders. That's for sure. This is Arvind's Thar. If you can have a look and see.
Also got T8.
Yeah, both of them are actually T8 monsters, if you want to call them that. And this has also got a free flow.
This is stage 2 plus.
Stage 2 plus.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
There is a lot of R&D gone in this vehicle.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine. We are joined by a very special guest. His name is Sujay. He's the man behind TDi Racing and T8 Performance and Tuning. He's the legend behind these beautiful machines over here. So I've known Sujay for a very, very, very long time. I think since 08.
Oh yeah,
08?
yes.
Yeah. This man was, I was still in my diapers, and this man was, building Lancers and Evo conversions and all the works. The creme de la creme of the tuning industry. So, Sujay, how was your experience tuning this beast of a Thar?
Yeah, it was a great challenge, because the vehicle what I received was automatic transmission diesel engine,
Okay.
2.2 liter. I had a little tough chance on calibrating the transmission side because I have to hold on to the.
I know you're a very, very humble man. He's a super, super humble man. Okay? But yeah, he's a god in all manners when it comes to tuning. And I think the first car that he ever managed to remap was a Daewoo Cielo.
That's right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was ages ago. Probably
Way
before I was
back.
born. But he's not that old if you guys are guessing, okay? So, Sujay, tell me, how was your experience tuning this beast of a machine?
Yeah, foremost thing is it's a modern, altogether, all brand new kind of engine from Mahindra.
Okay?
It's a 2.2 liter with all emission norms up to the
To BS6.
the BS6.
Okay.
That includes your DPF and CAT and most of the things on the exhaust part.
Okay.
And along with that, you also have this to balance the boost, the turbocharger. To balance it, there is also a flap on the intake side.
Okay.
So yes, it's altogether a new experience tuning this engine. And on top of all, it has a automatic transmission.
Okay.
So being automatic transmission, I had to really refine on the torque limiters and torque curves,
Okay.
so that it can hold on to each and every gear band.
So holding on to the gears a little longer.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was a bit on the challenge side.
All right.
But yet again, it was fun tuning this.
Nice. Did you face any challenges with regards to the electronics?
Electronic aspects, yes, indeed. First and foremost thing, being the older gen Thar, it was with Bosch EDC 16C39, and this model, it's a MD1 series. Is absolutely very latest in
Yeah, that's
Bosch.
the newest.
Yeah, that's
But
the
that's
latest.
the latest of Bosch
Yeah.
series
Yes,
of
yes,
ECUs.
yes. So that was not yet, it wasn't readable or writable
Yeah. Okay.
until in about 3-4 months back.
All
So
right.
now that it's been possible, we were able to extract the data, and I've been working on this maps since about almost 6.5 months
Okay.
with the raw data, of course. Now it's pretty refined now. Now we are able to discover more and more maps into that, and comparing to the old gen, it's absolutely entirely different maps altogether.
Okay.
Well, it's good. It's very refined and very.
So I
maps
think
are
in
very,
comparison, in comparison with the older Thar,
yeah.
your stage 2 on this would have been what, 165?
165 to 170.
165 to 170.
Yeah.
And right now, this legend of a man has managed to take this up to 190?
Close to around 185, I'm sure. around that.
185, okay.
Yeah, in spite of being auto transmission. And I'm yet to do the dyno on this.
Okay.
I'll be doing it shortly. But on the kind of maps what we've been able to create and recalibrate, I think it is touching about between 185s. Yes.
185. So what does the butt dyno tell you? What does it feel like?
It's got an immense amount of torque, and
Okay.
you can literally like aim and shoot kind of.
All right.
Being in auto transmission, and the exhaust has been designed in such a way after removing all the DPF and everything. It's thoroughly calculated so that it gets accumulated thoroughly just post turbocharger,
Okay.
and gives enough back pressure so that it can spool well.
All right.
And meanwhile designing all these things for keeping turbocharger in mind, the design has come out so well that it rumbles like a V8 petrol. That's it.
I have heard it. It sounds mad.
Yeah.
So your take, do you think the automatic transmission would actually hold up to a stage 3 if you did have to go stage 3?
No chance. No chance. It
No
can't-
chance,
it can't.
right?
Yeah, the automatic
So you
transmission
probably have
can't
to
take
limit the torque to, I
Yeah.
think, what, 400?
it. Max to max.
400?
Max to max. 400
Yeah, and
to
then you're going to
410.
have parts that are just going to break off the car. break off the car.
Yeah.
That's not going to be fun. That's going to be bloody expensive.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Anything else you'd like to share with the audience?
Nothing much. Drive safe.
Any aspiring kids who want to get into the tuning industry?
Basics must be strong.
Basics must be strong.
Yeah.
All right.
Learning and on the tuning part, it's no big deal. But unless and until the basics
Understanding how it
aren't,
works.
understood well, they can't interpolate with many things, correlate with many things in the while tuning.
Okay.
That's the message to the youngsters.
Cool. All right. Thanks a lot, Sujay.
Yep.
And hope to see a stage 3 version of this with
Of course, on a manual diesel, yes.
with a manual diesel.
Yes.
I think that'll be fun.